Hey guys, Jason with Track Cars. I realized that I haven't done very many Shameless tool reviews here lately, so I thought I'd give you a couple reviews here to try to catch up on some things that I bought, tried, used, broken, sent back. In this particular short little video, I'll go over the Icon hand tools. They're available at Harbor Freight. I've got at least a solid year and a half probably on a set. I've got most of their hand tools, not all of them, but I'll just go over what's heavily used, what I like, don't like about it. So we'll just jump right into it. We'll head over to the toolbox here. Let me spin this thing around. Okay, so we'll go to the toolbox. Let's see. Most all of these sockets in here are the Icon. That's standard metric. And then the ratchets, of course, some crow's feet, Torx bits. So let's go. The most used socket should be in everybody's toolbox, the 10 millimeter. I'll pull that out. 10 millimeter deep well, I use that one a lot more. Here's a ratchet. I'll pull out a snap-on, compare it. Let's see. Bigger sockets. Here's a big pull bar that I use. Let's see, what's another heavily used? Some of the big stuff. Oh, I got a lot of impact sockets back here. 15's used a lot. 19's used a lot. 21's missing. It must be on the wrench somewhere. Got a lot of the ratchet wrenches. So we'll go over. Let's see, 13, it's used quite a bit. I'm gonna go over like 10 millimeter out there. And let's see, stubby wrenches, use them occasionally. It's nice to have, I like them. Anything else that I want to highlight right now? Okay, so we'll go with this, go with what just a little background. I don't use these tools every day. I use them weekly. I'm kind of a just backyard mechanic kind of guy who likes to play with stuff. But I've used them enough. I figured that's what most of us are who are using these tools or who are buying them. The day-to-day professionals are still going to probably buy the snap-on stuff, or the Matco or the Mac, whatever trucks show up to their shops. But I'll just show you what I've been liking and dislike. So here's the 10 millimeter deep well. As you can see, it's been used, but hasn't rounded off inside yet. Also thanks in part to it being a 6-point. It hasn't cracked. It does scuff up like a regular socket, but none of the chrome is flaked off. This is the most widely used socket that I have, and I haven't broke this one yet, so it's still going strong. It fits every time, goes on and off, no problem. The impact sockets, this is a 19 impact. They're very well made, they're very heavy. I haven't cracked any of these, scuffed up the outside, but that's not a big deal. Same thing here. This is the 15, which is used a lot on the stuff that I'm working on. The ratchets here, the only thing I don't like, maybe it's just the color, is these the rubber on these ratchets tends to hold the grease. The swivel head, this little 1/4-inch drive has been really good so far. The one thing that I will say, it's not this one. Let's see here. I don't know if this is one, so like a 10 millimeter on it. Sometimes you get socks, especially if they don't have a release button, they're kind of a pain to take on and off. So let me put this down here. Kind of move this out of the way. Out of the way, sorry. Bear with me here. So, you might have to pull it a little bit harder. It's not a big deal. It's really no different than, so here's like snap-on. Sometimes the snap-on, about the same. I really like this snap-on has the 80 tooth, I think, as do these. It's just as smooth. The swivel's nice. Not on this ratchet, but so for example, I'll show you the bigger one here. This one, the 1/2-inch drive, again, that one's been well loved. Hasn't broke, hasn't bent, hasn't broken. That pin's still in good shape. The only thing I will say about this, and the same as for the ratchet wrenches, the only thing that I notice is occasionally, let me get the shorter. Here's a shorter 1/2-inch drive. When you are tightening things up or going really quickly, sometimes loosening and tightening, this latch, for whatever reason, will kick itself to the other side. Maybe not, you know, it's annoying sometimes. It doesn't do it all the time. But just occasionally, for some reason, that'll trip. And it also does it on the ratchet wrenches occasionally. If you're going just too fast, this latch will sometimes get kicked over. It's just kind of random when it does it. But again, this wrench hasn't broken. It's shown pretty good. It's not cracked. No chrome flaking off. Ratchet mechanism still works good, just like it's supposed to. The one thing I was a little hesitant on is these wrenches are a little bit longer than some of the other ratchet wrenches you might see, by about like 1.5 inches. And I thought, oh, this long wrench is going to get in the way. It's going to, always get, but I haven't found that to be the case. Maybe a little exaggerated on my part at the beginning, but definitely has not impeded me from performing work with them. The jaws have this nice little step. It's hard to see, but that really does help grip the bolts. They're less likely to round off the head when you're using the open inside. Again, have not found this to be a problem. So overall, I would say these tools have essentially exceeded my expectations. I wasn't sure what we were going to get going into it, but I really like them. And for the money, I think they're really good. Next to what you pay for the tools that come off the truck. But these, I guess if I had to give them a rating on a scale of 1 to 8 pistons, 8 being firing on all cylinders, as they say, I'd give these a 7, just simply for the fact of the occasional flip here of the ratcheting mechanism. But overall, I think you'll be happy with them. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps. And just remember to like and subscribe for other Shameless tool reviews. Thanks.